I was medically retired from the Marine Corps after 10 years of service and 5 deployments. I worked a couple of random jobs, kind of feeling out my values and what I wanted, what I liked in life. And I realized that I valued performing arts more than anything else. My name is Garret Deffert. I am 33 years old, and I am in the Performance BFA program here at Central Washington University.
Ho, 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 ho.
Woo! Woo!
My entire life, I've wanted to be an actor. I've always loved being in front of people. I did a short film called Fallout, and basically it took place post-apocalyptic setting, just as the bombs were hitting, and my character was just a wreck. I would take a moment of my life that I would look back on as kind of sad or emotional. My body remembers. Well, with acting and coming up with emotion and expression, it's kind of like taking muscle memory from your life. Your body knows how it feels in that moment. It knows how it's gonna hold itself and how it breathes. After you've practiced it enough, and after you've developed and trained your body enough, you can reach back and recall. Your body remembers how you felt in that moment, and then you can recreate it on screen or on stage. 9/11 happened when I was a junior in high school. That day, I decided that I felt a calling. So I got signed up, and I left for boot camp the day after I graduated high school. I do have PTSD, combat PTSD, and I spent a good amount of time in a medical rehabilitation unit before I got out of the Marine Corps. Finding a lot of things that are therapeutic for me has been very important. In theater, being on stage, studying and taking on the role of somebody else, and becoming somebody else on stage for a little bit, representing, it's been extremely therapeutic for me, very healing. I don't know, it's the best kind of therapy that I've ever achieved. I go home at the end of the day completely gratified from the work that I did that day. I love what I do, and I always want to do as much as I can, and it never feels like work. It's different for every actor, every performer. We all have a different process that we go through. Me, I go through a series of physical warm-ups, vocal warm-ups, facial expression warm-ups. I stretch. I wake up my entire body and everything that makes my body work, so that way I can be more true with my character and be more realistic. Getting into character and actually like taking on that role, it's unique. I do a lot of research. I do a really good amount of research. I did a short film at the beginning of the year, and I was supposed to play a jealous husband turned psycho killer. Every night I would watch documentaries on psychopaths, and I would watch their mannerisms, their expressions, their gestures, their eyes. Watching people's eyes is really important, especially as an actor, because the eyes tell the entire story. The eyes tell the truth. But if the eyes aren't speaking truthfully, then, well, it's not going to be believable. In the process of creating other characters, I learn a really good amount about myself. Each time I learn a new character, I inspire empathetic development within myself, and therefore I grow as a result. It sticks with you a little bit because you have to create the given circumstances. You have to create that emotion, that empathy within yourself for that moment. I have to personally believe it. It's on the breath. So I take it as I'm about to go on screen or on stage. I breathe it in. And then as I'm going off of the stage or off the camera, I blow it out. Every time I get on stage or in front of a camera, I have a little bit of a light bulb moment, a moment of realization. At the end of the day, have I learned anything? Have I succeeded? And if I haven't succeeded, did I learn something while I was failing? And if I learned something at all, then I would call that a success. If I accomplished anything at all, that's a success. Can be a little difficult, but in the end, I walk away after each character. I walk away a better person than I was before. questions, they bore me. I only like to ask one question. But I don't ask that question until I know you're ready. See, I like to get straight to the nitty-gritty. And once we reach a certain point, then I'm gonna ask you the one question that we both know you've been brought here to answer. First, I'm gonna break your toes with a sledge. Not too bad. Then I'm gonna work my way up to the ankles. Break them too. On up to the shins. When I get to the shins, well, that's when you're gonna wish you were never here. And the thighs, though, they're the real kicker. Because when I get to the thighs, well, you're gonna lose all feeling. By the time I get to the hips, you got a piston shit all over yourself, and the only way you'd ever know about it is by the smell of it. If you made it that far, there's hope for you yet. Because that's when I'm gonna ask you the one question you've been brought here to answer. And if you answer with the correct fucking answer, well, you can just get up and walk on out of here. So, now that you know what's gonna happen, let's get started.